There is a particular kind of pain that comes from being overlooked by someone you valued. It feels like proof that you weren't enough. But that feeling lies. We often suffer more from our interpretation of an event than from the event itself. Someone failing to see your worth says nothing about your worth. It only reveals the limits of their sight. This is the first lesson worth holding on to. Separate what happens to you from what it means about you. Another person's blindness is their condition, not your verdict. When someone overlooks us, the instinct is to prove ourselves. We perform. We explain. We shrink our standards, hoping shrinking will make us easier to value. None of this works because you cannot argue someone into seeing what they refuse to look at. There is an old, simple distinction worth remembering. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. Their perception belongs to them. Your effort, your character, your peace, those belong to you. Spend your energy where it actually counts. And that means stop spending it on convincing. The moment you start negotiating your worth, you've already accepted the wrong premise. Worth that needs defending in front of an indifferent audience was never going to be honored there. Losing someone who didn't see you doesn't subtract from your life. It removes a daily test you kept failing on purpose. Once they're gone, the silence feels unfamiliar, even uncomfortable. Yet discomfort is not the same as damage. Often it's simply the sensation of finally not performing. There's an old idea that we lose nothing real when we lose what was never aligned with us. What looked like a connection was, in truth, a mismatch dressed up as hope. You weren't losing your person. You were releasing a hope you had attached to the wrong person. This is where an old practical idea becomes genuinely useful, not just comforting. It asks you to stop outsourcing your value to people who never agreed to hold it responsibly. Your worth isn't a verdict handed down by someone else's attention. It's a fact established by how you live, how you treat people, and how you carry yourself when no one is applauding. Think of it as an inner space, a place inside you that outside opinion cannot reach unless you hand over the keys. So hand over nothing, let them walk. Let them discover, much later, that what they had was rare, and that rare things don't wait around for slow recognition. There's an important distinction between the people we want and the people who are right for us. What we want is often built on hope, on potential, on a version of someone we're still waiting for them to become. What we deserve looks different. It brings steadiness instead of confusion. It offers presence instead of promises that quietly expire. There's a simple truth in this. Desire aimed at things outside our control breeds disturbance, while desire aimed at our own conduct breeds calm. Wanting someone to finally notice you is outside your control. Choosing to live with dignity regardless of their notice is entirely within it. So here is the practice, the actual discipline, not just the comforting idea. When someone proves they cannot see you, do not dim yourself to fit their limited view. Do not chase an audience that already left the room. Straighten your back, not out of defiance, but out of clarity. Lift your head because clarity deserves a clear view forward. Fix whatever you let slip while you were busy trying to be seen, because the moment you remember who you are, you stop needing anyone else's permission to be it. The right people will never make you beg for basic recognition. They will simply see you, the way light reveals a room without needing to be asked. Until they arrive, your task isn't to chase. It's to keep becoming someone worth the kind of attention that doesn't have to be earned twice.